that circle up there. Oh, it did.
Yeah, and if you scroll up, yeah, and right-click on the screen,
Oh, get it big.
yeah, and show all controls, and then the one, that's the full screen, middle one on the right there, I believe.
Got it.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Okay. You gonna say anything?
Oh, I'm gonna.
I will, okay, no?
There you go,
Okay.
you're on.
Well, welcome to our select board workshop, Monday, April 28th.
Oh, boy. So, from Aaron's list, let's see, let me get this.
I can resend after
No,
I took out everything that got added to the regular meeting.
You're sending another one, you said?
I can if you'd like.
I'm good with this.
So we can just
yeah, you don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just went through my emails and
Yeah. Pulled out everything that, yeah, I
Pulled out
can't
everything.
imagine what you hit when you got home.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can just go down that list, I guess. Sidewalks,
I did talk to Maya about
Yeah.
it, and, since he's having the street sweeper coming in this week, he felt that maybe they would clean that up. You know, they don't do a repair, but it could be cleaned up,
right,
so.
okay.
I did go down and look at it, I think I might have, it's very narrow, and it's kind of right up against his house, and I'm not sure how many people walk on it, they probably walk on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll double check with him about
Okay.
seeing if that gets cleaned up, or there's a lot of chunky pieces of tar. And maybe there shouldn't be a sidewalk there at all, since it gets hit every year.
Right.
All right, can you guys run down the list? I'm gonna keep trying on
Yep.
this stuff.
Sure.
Pipe in
ACO issue was...
We got an email Deb forwarded.
Yeah, did you know he was on vacation?
No,
No.
right?
He
Yeah.
told us he was gonna be gone for a couple of weeks.
But not when, right?
Right.
Yeah. And we did ask him about having somebody else cover, like Leamington or something, but I don't think that was really
No,
finalized.
We didn't get anything for
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yep,
So I don't know that we know when he's back, right?
right,
Or if he's back already.
Right.
yeah. Well, I do know, he must have just left, because
I remember he was going to be gone for like a month, right? Doesn't he going for a while and giving his phone to one of the selectmen in Leamington?
I know he said something to that regard. I don't remember he said he was gonna be gone that long.
I think it was, yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know if that was
Yeah.
now or what, but yeah.
Yep. Well, Maya put the traffic mirror up, and on Friday, and somebody emailed that it was helpful because they were able to see headlights coming up before they hit the crest, and they felt safer about it, because I had concerns like small compared, it's just kind of small. I don't even know if you noticed it when he got to the end of.
I didn't notice
Dexter,
it,
yeah.
but I know that now that I know it's there, I'll know to look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully it will provide a little edge of safety when people are pulling out, or, well,
I've pulled out in front of somebody before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, it is an interesting, when you stop and really look at it, where the crest is, there's not any space.
no.
No.
And then they come down the hill pretty good clip. QuickBooks. There are a lot of emails about the charge from QuickBooks.
Yeah, I'm not, yeah, I asked if we were still using it, and it was, I guess, until our auditors were comfortable with getting all their questions answered.
Yeah, until we're caught up
Yeah,
Because the 20, let's see, I may have the years wrong, but until they've completed the year that we use QuickBooks for half a year, we've got to keep it. Debbie says there's a reduced version that we should be able to get.
and would that be adequate enough for what the auditors need, I guess is.
Yeah, because all we're doing is reporting. You can't, I mean, we're not doing any payroll, we're not doing any changes, we're just reporting. And that will be sufficient. The big question is what's going to happen to that payment. Since it was set up on an automatic payment. I don't think they're going to refund that. They might offset the cost of this
Of this new one?
new one, which is less. But I'd be real surprised if they refund anything. And if they won't even apply what we've already paid to the new one, then we'll just keep what we have for the year. But make sure we take the automatic payment off.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe they don't have like a read-only access.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Fox Fund email from Tom.
Quite a few.
Yeah, and then there were a couple from today. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, the only thing I can tell you, well, it's Fox, but unrelated to what's other issues going on, is that we have 10 days from the maturity of these CDs to make a change. If we do it before that, then we get the penalty, even though it's just going to be pennies or $1. But that 10 days after, so the one coming up matures on the 29th. So we have 10 days from the 29th
To switch it over
yeah.
to M&T, and do we have an account set up for that yet?
Well, we're going to the reserves, so,
Okay.
and it'll have to be a new reserve account.
Yeah.
And I still question whether we can just do away with the Fox Fund. I have no problem with it going into just a reserve account because it'll get more interest than it's getting on those CDs.
Right.
You said that Tom had taken some stuff out, you thought. There was a box that I got from June Furland and Eleanor Watson, who were the last outside board members, that had a bunch of, I think, historical Fox information in it. And I don't know where that is.
I think that I did look at that. I think it's in the office. I think whatever Tom might have had out has come back.
Okay.
So I think everything's here.
Okay.
And it sounds like they've gone through a lot of things and found that they found no bylaws. They found nothing that set up payments to anybody that's
Yeah.
on the board.
That's kind of what I'm questioning. Not the payments, but the
setup.
setup and the bylaws.
Let's see if I can.
If you could find that box, that would, I mean, even if it doesn't have anything in it, that would make me feel better.
Yeah. I know where I put it back in the office. It's probably moved since, but I can probably, I'll go take a look.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. There are no rules and bylaws for Fox. Yeah.
How was your trip?
It was good. Thank you.
He said he was glad to be back. I'm kind of surprised.
It was busy.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of traffic.
Oh, that's the thing. Like, yeah. Now you need a break from that.
Special town meeting, where do you want it all set up?
In the planning board room, yeah. The ball field, looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know
Yeah.
who worked on it?
Yeah, he sent me a message afterwards. And
Yeah.
I was like, and just sent me a picture.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Great.
So they did that like during the rain and?
Yeah, he came over on Sunday morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, cool.
He said he had time and wanted to get it done. So,
Yeah.
Who was it? Do you know?
Travis Clark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he lives right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
right across
nice.
the street.
Yeah. And then got the bases from Rec bought bases for us.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
And so those bases all came from them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still needs to get raked over.
Did they set up the field itself, the infield itself? Like, was that even there before any of the?
So the posts were already in the ground from
Okay.
the old field.
Uh-huh.
And so the new bases fit in those old posts. So they didn't have to do anything with the anchors. They were already there.
Cool.
And then Casey down to Metcalf's
Yep.
donated, had a couple of the risers. So there's one out there now. I don't know if you saw it. Kind
We
of looks like a
did.
bleacher.
Yeah, we wondered about, okay,
Yeah.
that's why it was from Metcalf's. It was used as a display kind
Yeah.
of thing. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so just to have some sort of
Seating.
bleacher seating
Yep.
type out there. So Casey donated that. There's one there and one coming.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So Casey
Those-
donated
Those
those.
are sturdy enough for sure for people?
I haven't seen them
Yeah.
personally, so
Okay.
yeah, gotta double check that.
Yeah.
But Travis was confident that they were, so
Okay.
I said, good,
Yep.
that'll work. And then then just needs to be raked over is really the big thing. And then I've got some line paint coming so that I can paint boxes and foul lines.
Oh, wow, nice.
So I'll be able to do that
Yeah.
later this week, as long as the weather holds.
Yeah, so far so good, right?
Yeah.
For the report, yeah.
On that topic, do either of you know if there's any equipment left over, like in the shed or in the room in the back of the gym that's like a rake or anything like that? Like,
There's nothing in that room in the back of the gym.
okay.
Yeah.
There's a leaf rake, if you will, not a garden rake, but a leaf
Yeah.
rake out in the shed, I believe.
Okay. All right. So I'll look at getting like that's just basically a long metal rake that specific for
For out.
flattening out baseball fields.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I've got that coming. I've got pegs to put in so that when we take the bases out, they don't get filled in. I've got some portable benches. They're like the Lifetime.
Yeah, there was
like
a
the
bench
picnic
there
benches.
too, I think.
I
Wasn't
don't
there a
know.
bench, Deb, next to the risers?
Yeah, that's the old one.
Oh, it is,
It's
okay.
very
Oh.
splintery.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Ah.
one.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's one that definitely needed to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then I let Josie know that the field was good to go. So
Wow.
yeah, so hopefully they have games on it soon.
And the lights will be going in when?
You laugh, but I've looked into
Sponsored
Well,
fencing? Are we gonna?
Musco Lighting, so they're like one of the big names in sports lighting.
Yeah.
They do grants for
Oh, wow.
Little League or
Really?
little So
Huh.
it certainly could happen. It doesn't need to, but
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
but it certainly could if it was something that we wanted to look into.
Yeah.
Yeah, the money's out there.
Huh.
Now I think next kind of couple projects will be dugouts and then fencing and look to make it sort of like a little league size field.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
I don't think you can get much bigger in there.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised they don't require some sort of barrier for the benches. I thought,
For sitting behind kind of a thing?
yeah, I thought they had to because kids don't pay attention and foul balls can go
Yeah,
anywhere and everywhere.
that's why I think they can only do t-ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting, because I was
Yeah.
gonna say, I don't,
Balls allowed.
I don't, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know the ball fields that well, so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so that would be the next sort of step, would be to look to do
Yeah.
fencing dugouts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay, where was I?
So, I got an email from Judy Ingram. Maybe did I forward this to? No, hold on. I got an email from Judy Ingram saying that she and Lynn Sudlow, as representatives of Parsonsfield and Mark and Scott Mounts as representatives in the Millworks, participated in a Zoom meeting to discuss the future of the woolen mill. Representatives in the Maine Energy Office, consultants from New York and San Diego. They learned that the woolen mill might become one of 4 or 5 already slated to be addressed by the state of Maine. Mills administration announces 6 community projects selected for redevelopment assistance. And Judy Ingram asked, she said, I volunteered to contact you to see if you might be interested in also representing Parsonsfield. The moderator of our meeting was hopeful there could be representatives from the Parsonsfield Selectboard. She would be happy to share information that was on that Zoom meeting. And I re-emailed Judy saying, I'm interested in the mill certainly getting revitalized, and if they can get a grant from the state for millions of dollars, that would be great. But I wasn't going to volunteer myself as a select board member until we had a discussion about how that might roll, because there's other things going on
Mhm.
with the mill and with they're not talking about the Stanley building, they're talking about the mill.
Yeah, just the mill.
And I don't know what kind of an involvement they expect or what kind of support they expect from,
Mhm.
select board. But I'm all for anybody getting a grant, especially
Yeah.
when I looked through the state and what they were offering to other towns. Did I send? I thought I had sent.
Yeah, you did say
Okay,
that.
so-
Yeah.
I mean, there was one town here that's getting a 147 million grant to the town of Lincoln. Recently award of Maine, a 147 million grant to deploy an 85 mil long duration energy storage system at one site within the park in Lincoln. So that's energy, not, revitalization, but they do address that. I don't see this town of Parsonsfield listed here, but maybe they're talking about in the future. So how about if I do a little more digging to see what their expectation
Yeah.
is, and before saying, that we would support it.
Yeah, because, if,
I don't know what they're
what they're looking for, what they're interested in doing,
Yeah.
and, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I gotta take this call.
Okay.
Hey, hi.
Yeah, I commented earlier that unless they've got a plan and some sort of funding mechanism for a real septic system, then I'm not gonna get involved personally.
Right.
It's just not worth it. To me.
Yeah, I think we're all generally supportive of something happening there, but
Right. But they've
To what
gotta be
level?
realistic.
yeah.
Some people in that group may be optimistic when optimism is overblown. Yeah, I wonder if that $147 million grant's gonna stay with our current
Yeah, the way grants have
environment
been
in Washington.
turning around.
Oh, I'm sorry, Debbie. We were gonna talk about Debbie leaving at 5. And,
Gonna wait until Jen comes back.
Well, she's already said it's okay with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I'd say, Debbie, is try and take your notes for the minutes during the meeting, okay?
No, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
But then I
Last
hear-
time that I went home was, I got there, the meeting had already started,
Yeah.
and then my laptop, I had to plug it in, so that messed me up there, but I'm all set up,
Yeah.
ready to go. But like I said, I will be here if I need to be
Yeah,
here.
yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
It's just, I hear the meeting running over there.
Well, I have been doing that because I can't keep up with Aaron.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, he just has a lot to say, so
Yeah.
I need to go back and check him.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. But as
Yeah.
much as you can.
That's
get
what
the
I
minutes.
do, basically, when you guys are talking,
Okay.
I have to go back and just reconfirm I've got it right.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, I don't have a problem then.
Thank you.
Mhm.
But I will stay tonight.
Okay.
Aaron, are you still collecting things for the animals for,
They are.
they are?
Yeah, they're going. Can't remember when they're going to Harvest Hills. They're collecting it up until they go.
Okay. The kids are all going to Harvest Hills?
Well, all the Girl Scouts are.
Well, it looks like to me that the money's already been, this is October and 24, the money's already allocated.
What money are you?
That Judy and them were talking about. But I just opened that email that Jen sent us, and there's 5 towns listed.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this would be futures,
Yeah.
although it's a little unclear.
Yeah, they're going on June 1st to Harvest Hills. So
Yeah. So I wonder how many kittens they're gonna bring home.
none. Dad is deathly allergic.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
There's a box in there with papers in it, but not the one that I remembered from,
Oh, Fox Fund?
yeah, from the
Yeah.
Fox Fund. There's two people sitting out there at the table.
You know, if I was sitting home and watching this, I would say, why am I sitting here watching this workshop? Nothing's going on.
Yep.
What
Yep.
did I miss?
Right, right.
Oh, sorry.
Did we get the list, through the list that you had, Aaron?
We had three more things. We had the email from Danielle about the New Hampshire DOT funds.
They will email us once they have the billing. They're always a little late.
Okay.
with billing, and I will remind them also.
And then she had sent an email about the ARPA.
Oh, yeah. We'll get there. So I was cursing today,
Curses.
and will be tomorrow.
What are they doing?
I don't know, kicking the wall.
The heating fund draft policy, I looked at when you sent it, Aaron. I have not, I don't recall, quite frankly. You need to go back to it. And the response from MA Legal, I just forwarded to you
forwarded, yeah.
guys. I don't know how they
You
got
sent it
in
to
the
me too, Dave?
bit bucket. I may not have, I
Yeah.
can. Let's see here. It's nothing except that they screwed up, and they'll get to us soon. But it's coming.
Okay.
Why would we pay them out of the unanticipated funds?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
But which one?
Fire department,
Fire, she's talking about the $2,000.
the mutual aid.
Isn't there, she's holding one bill that was not paid last year.
Did we get it last year?
I never received it, and I haven't seen what she has, so that's the one that I said, because it's not in the budget. That's what that's about.
We didn't vote at town meeting to pay Limerick mutual aid?
For this budget year, it has been voted on every year. They did not send I did not get an invoice last year.
Yeah.
Danielle
it was last
has.
year.
Danielle has received an invoice from last year
Uh-huh.
to be paid. So monies are not in the budget for that, because that budget is closed.
Oh, 23, 24.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why they didn't call, I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm. If the town votes to approve the mutual aid and each town gets $2,000 in 23, 24, but we didn't pay them, and there is a,
The money goes back to fund balance, it
Oh.
Yeah, it
closes.
just
okay,
rolls over.
rolls over. Hmm.
I don't know, the invoice might have 25 on it, I don't know. 24, 20, I don't know. So I don't know.
Do you want to save the map holder and other such?
That's actually, we can talk about it, that's on the agenda.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no problem with that. I spoke with Jesse last week, I think, and he said, well, we should just share one between the planning board and him. We don't need two of them.
Oh, good.
But yeah, because right now everything's just rolled up and, it's hard to get to stuff. If you actually want to look at something.
Is that enough, though, for all the maps and things that they want to have one to share? I mean,
Well,
I don't know how many maps they have or how many these hold.
Yeah, the sharing is an aside, because they're the same things. It's just a question of whether one is big enough.
Mm.
I guess I'd get one and let them see if it's enough. Would be my recommendation.
Do you have that email here?
Yep.
And then, is printing on the agenda as well, or do we need to talk about any of it?
I think we just have to approve the amount, right?
Right,
Do we know the amount?
$292.99, it's on the agenda.
Oh, okay. Let me get back. I don't even think I checked it out yet.
And that would come out of planning board budget.
Mhm.
And that would be would that include the comp plan copies as well? Or?
No.
No.
This is not printing, it's just the map holder.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, I was sorry, I was moving over to the printing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
No, same thing there. I mean, I suggest they look locally first, see what, yeah, who is she in Cornish?
Yep, Inkwell.
Inkwell.
Mm-hmm.
See what they would charge.
Mm-hmm.
If it seems reasonable, then go for it.
I think I was watching the planning board meeting when they were talking about that and
Yes.
what they needed for copies.
Yes.
And so I did the math, and it's 2,615 pages printed.
For those
For
copies
those-
of LUO.
Just for those 7 and 6 copies. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
How many pages in a ream, do you know?
Hmm?
How much, a ream of paper?
Beam is 500.
Yeah. So there's 5 and change reams of paper, plus the ink, plus the
Right,
time to
put it together.
punch it and bind it, and no,
Yep.
that's,
Yeah, and they may have automated punching and binding.
yeah.
Inkwell or elsewhere if Inkwell.
I remember looking at doing that when I was on the planning board,
Yeah,
doing that for the LUO, because it was gonna be, they were like, oh, we can just do that in the office, and I'm like, it's gonna take
Yeah,
hours,
yeah.
mm-hmm.
to do,
And they want to put them in a 3-ring binder, not like this.
I don't know how they want them.
They want them in they want binders as well, 3-ring binders,
Yeah.
not this, because then you can take pages out to copy
Yeah,
instead of this. And there's $1,000 in the comp plan budget.
I mean, we built in a budget for the planning board based on the fact that they were gonna have to do some work with SMPDC on updating the land use ordinance, which they have not done this year, so they've got more than enough in there. I mean, they
Yeah.
had like a $10,000 budget.
It says planning board account balance is 3,000. 3,132.88.
Yeah, the planning board has $9,347.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I didn't think they spent 7,000.
No.
Okay, I'm just going by what the agenda said. Where'd you get that figure, Dave, then?
Their budget was 10, they expended 652.50.
Planning board account balance is, that's what,
Oh yeah, on the agenda. it
Yeah.
says- Yeah.
that's where I was getting it.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Oh,
What do I get?
31, 32,
Remind
88.
me, you know, because I was working on year 23, 24.
Okay, that doesn't help.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah, so Article 14, they got $10,000 from
Yeah.
planning board expenses. God, this is awful. I don't know what I'm using to look at PDFs, but when you search for things, it says there's an occurrence on this page, but it doesn't show me where it is.
Doesn't highlight it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Um,
Oh, and I'll save us some time in the regular meeting, but radio silence from Civic Plus.
Really?
I've emailed other people trying to get
Yeah.
somebody to answer.
Yeah.
Of course, I wasn't able to do it while I was gone because I didn't have a good way to search for who to even email. So
Mhm.
I just looked for other people that I had emailed at Civic Plus, and so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. And that reminds me, haven't heard back from our friends
Phones.
at Consolidated lately.
Oh,
Let me,
man.
get on that. Where the heck is it? Let's see. I wonder. Unprofessional, but I'm gonna send it. You guys.
Isn't that crazy?
And the only good thing about it is that they're not charging us for the internet right now. But I'd rather have the new phone system and pay for it all.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And he comes back very quickly. I'll be sending out a new meeting invite today. So that either means they're actually gonna do something or they're gonna do nothing. So
Interesting.
we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Were we supposed to comment on the email about our misspellings of select board?
I'm sorry about what?
Our select board warrant, how somebody sent an email with the fact that our warrant contained the word select board in various
The only
forms.
comment is that it's administrative and does not affect the intent or content of the article.
That, and we copied the ordinance verbatim, and that's how it's spelled. And then ours is spelled the way it is acceptable. Select board is one word, so I see no.
Yeah. Like I say, it doesn't affect the intent or the content.
It didn't get swept under the rug. Or made it. I read it as remaining unallocated funds.
Now that I'm reading the whole email from
I think that's
guy
what
at
it-
Consolidated,
Oh,
same as always.
I'm sending out a new meeting invite today. Or first thing in the morning.
All right.
I'm covered. Wow.
the sheriff called and swept it. And then, even that, it shouldn't be.
Oh, no, that's an old email, so never mind. No, it was just that. We'll see.
Okay, so.
Do you have anything for me at 6? I was gonna kind of skip out and just get ready for the special town meeting, if that's okay with you guys, or unless you need me in here. I really don't have anything.
I
That
don't
was going
think
good.
so. I'll just tell you, I have minutes for you.
Great,
When we get some time,
awesome.
and, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think there's anything.
Okay.
Do we
Yeah.
get the warrant yet for, oh, okay,
We got a hard copy, I don't know if we got a soft copy, but we got a hard copy.
okay, no, not online, not on email.
No, I thought I did, but I might have scanned it, didn't even send it. No, I'll send it right now.
Let me just make sure.
No,
I got
probably-
payroll, but that's,
Yep. Something just happened in Trio, which adjusted everybody's federal and state taxes.
Really?
We all saw an increase, the whole run did, so I've been dealing with that, and I have a
Oh,
ticket to Trio.
jeez.
did you figure out what it was,
I
or?
can't get a hold of Trio right now, because
They
they closed.
increased,
Everybody increased, so I'll have to check.
big increase?
Enough to be in notice, for sure.
Yeah.
Huh,
So,
interesting,
anyhow.
yeah.
Maybe Trump's done something we don't know about yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I won't bother
Yeah,
and just touch
okay.
base with you guys Thursday, if that's okay?
Yep.
And I'm
Okay.
sending the
Thank you.
UEI number in, even if it's inactivated,
Okay.
okay? And then we'll deal with it. She'll have it, and then we'll go
Yep.
from there, okay?
Sounds good, great, thank you.
See you tomorrow.
All right, done.
EN58E. So at some point, we probably should have a workshop with the funds people and have them come in to go over all this stuff. I
Mhm.
didn't find that box that I remembered that had a lot of old stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you say you couldn't find
I
it?
didn't find it, right. It was a bunch of old, like, bank books and
Yeah,
things in it.
that's maybe all it was.
Yeah.
But that would satisfy my mind.
Yeah, if you saw it.
If I saw that.
Mm.
The email about the speed reader. Does Harvey still have that, or did Maya
It's
get
down
it?
It's down at
Walker's.
Walker's.
Okay.
Yeah, it's down at Walker's. And I think we said that it was gonna come up here next,
Yeah,
and then we could probably address Elm Street. I mean, Elm Street's bad,
Yeah.
you know.
everywhere's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Although it's not as bad right where 62 is, because you've got that's right where the corner is. I mean, you get on the flats or out here,
Oh,
it's
here,
yeah,
yeah,
wide open.
yeah. I've been down in that village area, where from the post office up, talking to, like some of the people that live there, and you stand there and the trucks
Yeah.
and the cars, I mean, they just fly.
Yeah.
In that particular area where it's
Yeah.
more congested, and there's kids,
Yeah.
I know, Rich Patnod was always like, livid that
Yeah,
people were traveling that fast, kids on bikes, and,
his house is under contract.
yeah, 2 days.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I saw it this morning.
Yeah, Earl and Megan Brown, the realtors, are doing really well.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Little plug there for you, Earl, if you're listening.
Mhm. All right, do we need to keep the workshop open?
I think we're good.
Okay, I think we're gonna close the workshop now, folks. We'll be back at 6. And remember, there's a special town meeting at 6:30. That will also be broadcast. Some water.
My water bottle.
Do you want some water?
Oh, I'll go grab one.
I've got